Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at Vanguard Seraphon. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Vanguard Seraphon goes for the throat in the display of Saurian fury. The cold-blooded warriors of the Seraphon are living weapons of war, all teeth, claws, scales, and primal instinct. They battle under the command of Slan Starmasters, cosmic amphibians who have traveled through the void of reality to ensure that the Old One's great plan is executed with impunity. Whether you want to field an army of terrestrial Celeste striding out of the temple cities, or a host of Azerite-infused Starborn summoned from the void ships, the all-new Vanguard Seraphon will give you razor-sharp backbone to build an army around. So I personally have been excited to see what's in the Vanguard box since the announcement of the launch box for Seraphon. I did pick up the launch box. I thought it was definitely a good deal. So I am very happy to see this box and its contents. At the forefront of the tide of teeth is a mighty Saurus Oldblood on Carnosaur. These savage and belligerent generals are covered with the scars of battle past and have managed to blend a predatory Carnosaur to their will. You can also build him as a Saurus Scar veteran or a Skink Oracle on Troglodon, which can launch corrosive spittle at their foes. So yeah, very cool. We have a tri-kit, so you can build any of those three variances. So you have the Skink caster, you have the Saurus caster, and then you have the Saurus sort of like battle veteran. All three of which are good and could definitely fit in many different lists. And then we also have 10 of the new Saurus Warriors, absolutely beautiful sculpts. You only got 10 of them in the launch box as well. So I think most people probably are taking 20 of them. So nice to have another 10. And then, of course, the new Kroxigors, and that's, again, a dual kit. Absolutely beautiful models as well. So I love that they put a big dinosaur in the box here. A lot of the start collectings used to have, like, a big monster or a big creature, and they were removed for a lot more, like, infantry, smaller stuff. So definitely happy to see this one. The model count is a little bit lower than some of the other ones, but that big chunky boy and then all new sculpts on top of that. Great box set. Absolutely loving this thing. With their sturdy scales and robust celestite shields, Saurus Warriors are a living anvil, who hold the line and break enemy charges. In return, they lash out with clubs, spears, and their own ferocious jaws, and know they don't care if their target is a putrescent servant of Nurgle or a rock-skinned Troggoth. The final piece of the Vanguard is a unit of hulking Kroxigor. These lumbering brutes are monstrously striking, wielding weapons that can easily crush every bone in an orc's body. They can alternatively be built as Kroxigor Warspawn, marked for war by the god Sotek. So absolutely love these new sculpts. The Kroxigors in plastic are absolutely awesome. And then the sculpts themselves are beautiful. Again, we got a dual kit there. And then the Saurus are absolutely amazing as well. They were very, very outdated. And the old models were just, let's be real. After seeing these, the old models were terrible. These are amazing. And packing all these brand new models in the new box set with the big dinosaur is awesome. This box is a great place to start for any new Seraphon player. You can easily expand out from here with the sorcery-slinging Slan Starmaster, who makes a great Andorian Locust for the new season of Warhammer Age of Sigmar match play. Alternatively, you can back this implacable core force up with even more bloodthirsty reptiles in the shape of Agrodon Lancers, or lend them some sneaky support with the Chameleonic Hunters of Hanshi. For more news from the Age of Sigmar, sign up for the Warhammer Community newsletter. So yeah, very, very cool. Definitely a huge fan. I think the fact that there is a big dinosaur in here that's going to be in everybody's list makes it a great value and no-brainer. And then on top of that, I think pretty much everybody wants a few Kroxigors, and you definitely want some of the new Seraphon. So if we do the quick little breakdown on this, there's only actually 3 units in it, so it's pretty simple to break down. Now that being said, the extra riders from the big dinosaur can easily be repurposed and put on a base so that you actually have like another free hero model. So in this case, if you were going to build, say, the big Carnosaur with the Saurus Oldblood on top, maybe you want to take the Skink rider that would normally be on the Agrodon, put them on a base, and use them. So there's definitely some ability here to kind of like extend this box out a little more. But that being said, the Carnosaur box set, the big dinosaur, is $90. It's $60 for the Kroxigors, and it's $60 for the Saurus Warriors. So if we total that all up, it's $210. So we know this is going to retail right around $140 in line with all of the other Vanguard boxes as well. So that's going to give us roughly like a 33% discount, which is right in line with what we've come to expect from Games Workshop. Pretty typical to get a 35 to 50% discount when buying one of these larger starter box sets. One of the main problems though, when you're calculating value like that, is if you're not going to use all the units that came inside. So in this case, all these units are relevant. You're definitely going to be wanting them and using them. So that's a great box right there. It has great savings. And then the next question is, how well does this actually go with the Seraphon launch box? So the Seraphon launch box came out not that long ago. There's still lots of them available for a good price. It did have 10 more Saurus Warriors in it, which is nice. It had 2 sets of the Raptidon and then also had a Slan Starmaster as well. And then of course it came with the Battle Tome. So the only thing that comes in this box set that actually repeats from that launch box is the Seraphon Warriors. And I think most people's armies are going to have a core of at least 20 Seraphon Warriors, unless they like lean in real heavily on skinks. And even then, you're probably still going to want at least 20 of the awesome new Saurus Warriors. So I would say not only is this a really good box, but it complements that launch box very, very well. Put the 2 of these boxes together and you've got a great army. Then you can just kind of fill it out how you want. And that is definitely a good thing, and it's not always the case. We've seen a lot of times in the past when the army launch box comes out for Sigmar or for 40k, a lot of times that same box is just repeated in their Vanguard box or Combat Patrol. So we basically just saw that in 40k with the Astra Militarum. It was the exact same contents in the army launch box came in the Combat Patrol. The only difference was the launch box came with the book as well. So if you were to buy both of them, you basically just ended up with duplicates of everything. And we saw something very similar with the Votann as well. The army launch box was very similar, had a ton of duplicates. So again, it's definitely a strong selling point if you did pick up the army launch box already, or you might want to pick that up, that the Vanguard box has so few repeats in it. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. And then what about picking up multiple of this Vanguard box? Would you ever want 2 Carnosaurs, 6 Kroxigors, or 20 Saurus Warriors? I would say definitely yes. You could 100% lean in on this. And matter of fact, I think if you took 2 of this box and 1 of the army launch box, you would basically have like very, very close to a 2,000 point army list. And it wouldn't be necessarily the best army list because you'd be missing some things like Lord Kroak and some of the other like real strong stuff. But it would definitely be a viable army that you could play. So I think when it's all said and done, this box is basically perfect. It is a good value, right in line with what you would normally expect. You could buy multiples of this box and it would still be good. You could couple this box with the Seraphon launch box as well, and it would still be really good. And again, you'd have very few duplicates. So basically everything we want from a box like this, a starter box, this thing has. So I'm going to give this 10 out of 10. I think it's absolutely perfect. I think if you were going to try to nitpick something right here and say what its weak point is, it's definitely the fact that it's only 14 miniatures. But just one more of your like infantry or battle line squads, and you have either another 10 Saurus Warriors or 20 skinks, and you really fill out the numbers. So you guys have my opinion. Obviously, it's a really nice box. Definitely going to be picking this one up. Always like to hear your guys' opinions down below. Let me know what you think of this box and my opinions on kind of coupling this with the launch box or duplicating this box. And special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description to save 15%. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I love this lizard box. And I'm out of here.